first and 10. Penix gonna throw right away. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. He puts it up, and it's caught. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now here's Aaron Jones. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Trying the tight end screen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So now a timeout for the Vikes. That is their first. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They look to run with Jones. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. The Vikings will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no run back here. It's a touchback, but with the new rule in effect, with the ball bouncing in the landing zone, they'll start this drive at their own 20. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's up the sideline to the 25. That's a pickup of 17. It's good for a Falcon first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He keeps it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And he'll get this up to about the 28. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to take this all the way home. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. And his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11-12 on the season. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will move it to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. He'll get about 2. Stephon Gilmore up to make the play. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He finds the former 49er. That's Charlie Werner. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground. Work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Stephon Gilmore up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll run with Robinson. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. In motion, it's Jefferson. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll work forward for a yard. That's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down. In motion, it's Jefferson. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's inside the 40.
So often, like, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
This is Jones. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Receiver in motion. Going right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Penix. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
This brought him out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's Jones. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. To throw, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. Ooh. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On the give, it's Jones. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll run it here with Jones. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Jones. And he's got another one. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no return here, but since it did hit in that landing area, per the new rule, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Falcons.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On 3rd down, Penix. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 2nd down, Penix. He'll go right and find his running back, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll run here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. He is in. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
All right, right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Running is Jones. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line. The official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now on 2nd and long. Now McCarthy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
A lot riding on this play. Tie game, final minute, 3rd down. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Minnesota.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Second and a yard. They'll run with Jones. He'll take this for a couple, but enough. First down. Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. Here is 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So big spot coming for the kicker, Will Riker. This to win the game. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. So a win here for the Vikings. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for